Hi all, welcome to this EPL Player of the Month SBC guide for September. Apologies for this being much later than usual, and obviously being like 10 o'clock at night as well is not the most ideal, but it is what it is. So if you can smash links, it would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GIsALegend. All the links are down below for posting channel and social media links as always. And before you jump into this, Kevin De Bruyne, Aubameyang and Son. Kevin De Bruyne is just a mock-up card with a Player of the Month award, and Human Son and Aubameyang are for previous FIFAs when they won their respective award. Couldn't get one done sadly with Callum Wilson, but in terms of this, these are the main four that seem to be standing out for what I've seen, and in all honesty all four would be rather nice. It's just a pity Callum Wilson didn't win an inform earlier in FIFA, because an 86 rated version would just be that little bit more appealing. But an 85 though is still very decent regardless. So just to break down each individual player in terms of where I think they would go with each route, where I would recommend kind of investing, and then my overall view of who I think would win the award. So starting off with Callum Wilson, even I would say that he would get. You'd maybe need one Bournemouth player, like a Bournemouth based route. It might just be one Bournemouth player. I wouldn't imagine you'd go two, because that's when it gets expensive. So I would imagine one player from Bournemouth would be required, and then from there you're just kind of needing you might need England, so be prepared with an England based route. So I would imagine like an 83 rated squad, because in all honesty Wilson's going to be significantly cheaper than the rest of them, by a considerable margin. Like Callum Wilson for me, I would imagine is going to be around the price of what like Joseph Martinez would cost, costing even. So like that 80 to 100k mark. He's going to be good, like a good decent card, but you could spend that little bit more to just get like Lacazette, or even if you really feel bold you'd get like Aguero. So but each their own in terms of how they want to obviously put the coins together. So like you'd maybe in theory, and then a Premier League, so you'd have like England, Bournemouth, Premier League, and then potentially be prepared with a rated squad, so like an 83, 84 rated squad. I would always be prepared though at minimum 384 rated squads, and then like an 82 in Bournemouth's case. Like they'd maybe make that as the EPL element, so they might go Premier League with one Bournemouth, then like an England, and then going from there you would have maybe a rated squad or something else. It might be the teams that they play in a month, but they always like to change it up. They don't like to always keep us on the same type of routes, because they I get the impression they must know what obviously the previous months have been, but also they'll watch what predictors say and folks that are doing trading. Then with De Bruyne you'd imagine Belgium, Man City, potentially teams that faced. And then because it's going to be a big squad, you're going to need rated squads. Then because he's a midfielder, they might do one like midfield maestro, so it's maybe a squad that's consisting of midfielders, so it's like left mid, say CDM, cam, right mid, so it's like 3-5-2, and so it's like a partial squad, or it's just a full squad but it's just quite a high rated element. So it could be looking in all honesty, in De Bruyne, Aubameyang and Son's case, all three I would imagine would at least need 86 rated squads, 86, 87 rated squads. They're not going to be cheap. What you would want ideally to prepare in De Bruyne's case with Belgium is like Alderweireld, Vertonghen. They're going to be the most common buys. Company, and also Carrasco will be another popular buy, common buy. Don't go for Witsel because he's way too high. Courtois, a smart shout as well. But at the end of the day, I would not kind of like, if you've not got the coins, don't necessarily invest, because the problem is we don't know the winners. Like people will say, oh, it's Matip, he won the PFA, and that's a fan vote. We've been saying it for 4 years, and yet people still cannot take it in. Well, this is the fourth FIFA anyway of it. Then in Aubameyang's case, you'd probably need Arsenal. You may need past teams, it may not. Same with like Son and De Bruyne, you may need past teams. I remember in Son's case in the previous FIFA it was like South Korea was quite common, and I think I prepared for like past teams like Bayer Leverkusen and Hamburg, but it didn't quite necessarily happen in Hamburg. But I think it was Leverkusen featured, if memory serves. Nice card, the original one, not the. I think the upgraded one was quite nice as well. But Aubameyang, as I said, Arsenal, Premier League, 86 rated squad, 87. Now, last time you needed his actual base card, which was absolutely stupid. It kind of put this through the roof. And when you think of it, it's only a +2 upgrade, or +1 depending on how they decide to implement it. If it's not a significant boost, why do it? Like, why spend, say, 300k more for like a +2 upgrade? It doesn't justify the cause. If it's, say, 50-80k more before packs, then I'd see the point, because you would imagine, well, his base card's like 400k at the moment, but with this upgrade he's 450-500k before packs. I can maybe do him for 300k after packs. It then doesn't suddenly feel so bad. Even if he was 550k before packs, then you would hope in theory, if they gave decent packs, like say 50k packs, like steady flow 30k packs, like rare electrums, because they're always handy, like rare silvers. If all you need is league SBCs to drop, you get good teams and suddenly you're in the money. Same for like the rare golds as well, like they may produce the goods. In Humanson's case, Tottenham, everyone's going to go hard on Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Lloris, Harry Winks, Dyer, Lamela, Rose, Davis, Aurier. That's when his inform Aurier may prove useful. We don't know. Depends how they set up the requirements, of course. If it's like Premier League and Spurs and there's an inform, expect people to put Aurier in a route. And I mean it, because people will be like, let's look at Premier League informs, even though the route will not necessarily be cheaper going inform Aurier, but if it means not having to spend, say, 25k on an inform that's boosted up, but suddenly Aurier's ticking off like 3 requirements of like 1 Premier League, 1 Spurs and 1 inform, you're like, oh, I can do that, and then I can build the rest of the squad, maybe going like La Liga or Bundesliga, something that makes it easier but keeps the cost like way down. You never know, there's always a way around it. But I would say personally, from here, as I said, if you prepare with Wolfson, as we said, 384 squads, and then like an 82-83 for Bournemouth, and then basically for Son, Aubameyang and Kevin De Bruyne, what you want to be prepared for is at least 4 to 6 squads. Like, I would always say, as long as you're preparing up the higher end, like 86, 87 rated squads, you'll be fine. You've got to remember as well, these like 86, 87s, 88s, even 89s are not really that expensive. Like, they need a use, and this is the time for an SBC of this nature, of De Bruyne, of Aubameyang or Son, where they will just make the routes very high rated, and suddenly you're looking at like 150k, 200k a route, and folk will be put off by it, thinking, oh, it's not justifiable. And in KDB's case, if it's only a +1 on his inform, folk will be more inclined to go for the inform. But because Son and Aubameyang, if they're both +2s and they're not in, say, getting an inform, they potentially may be appealing to at least go for, because they'll be like, oh, if they're not going to get an inform anytime soon, I might jump on them, get them done now, work to them. Especially if they're like out for a month, then they're at least worth going for, at least pushing, saying, oh, I can at least do it, and then I can put the coins and the packs towards it. Because you've got enough squad battles, enough rivals, enough weekend league to kind of build towards it. At least I would say so anyway. It wouldn't take too long. But all in all, I would say, for me, I'm thinking Wolfson's going to win this. I honestly don't know why. If I was to say who I next think would win it, I think you're looking at De Bruyne, or maybe even, like, saying that all 4's hard enough, but I think Wolfson's my favourite, and then because of like how Bournemouth's been in the month. But it's going to be difficult. Everyone's going to be quite different about it, and it's never easy to play the month when it's quite a tight month, really. In all honesty, all 4 have been very, very impressive. But let me know, folks, in the comments down below, who do you think will win the EPL Player of the Month for September? What one do you like the most if you were to do them? And hopefully you find it useful. As I say, so smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, the Legend, and I'll catch you all later.